Good morning on this April the 21st, 2025. I am just in a session of feeling and expressing love and gratitude for my body. I'm actually speaking to my body, speaking kindly to my body, appreciating it. And I told it whether it is in pain or in well-being, I will always love it. I will always be grateful for the service that it renders me. And I am literally in a conscious relationship with my body. I talk to it as a sentient, conscious being. Every cell is sentient and conscious. Every cell is what keeps your soul, your breath, active in this world. So our bodies are amazing. And I understand that, in the spiritual community, and this is a carryover from ancient religious spirituality, that the body was never respected much. It was held in low esteem. It's a temporary vessel, that serves us for a short time. But even in the language of saying, the body serves us for a short time, how is it that we actually separate ourselves in the language? We separate ourselves in the language from our body, and we associate with consciousness alone, right? So it may not seem like a big deal, but our mind is always creating separation to something, about something. And if you haven't been blessed with a supermodel avatar and a healthy avatar, you may not in particular like your body, certainly not love your body, because it gives you a lot of unconscious grief. And so the pain is what creates this subconscious enmity and dissociation from our soul and spirit from the body. And so in the spiritual community, you will have the spiritual masters say things like, I am not my body, I am not my mind. It is a disowning of these individuated dimensions that make up our being, right? So in a sense, it's an over-identification with spirit, with consciousness, and you're dissociating because your body might be crippled or your body might be in pain. It may not be the supermodel avatar that everybody wishes for, right? But that is not a sign of super spirituality. It's just a sign of super dissociation, so that you have a means to cope with your physical pain, right? But to me, it is a discard. It's an attitude of not valuing the body, even in the little that it seems to serve you. Maybe it's not able to do everything that you would like to do in this life. And so our mind develops an aversion, a secret, subtle aversion toward our body. And we keep saying, we can't wait until we get out of this thing, right? So it's a constant, unconscious, negative self-talk, in the form of a vibration. And now think our sentient cells, our body, our conscious cells, have to live with this constant negative vibration of how we feel about ourselves, how we think about ourselves. And how do you think how well the body will perform under this constant negative vibration of how we speak about our body, right? A lot of people, they call this thing a meat sack or a meat suit. Just because its duration is only, 70, 80 years, doesn't mean it's not worthy of respect and love and care and value and appreciation. I shouldn't say often, but when I have a real conscious moment and I massage my feet and I say to my feet, you poor things, we're not conscious, but these things walk, I don't know how many kilometers every day. And how many kilometers have they walked in my 56, 57 years, right? We don't think of these things in a conscious way of how our feet, how our toes serve us every day, right? To make this experience here possible. So I like to bring spirituality and make it more holistic. Bring the body and the mind back into the equation. Those are not things to be dismissed and discarded just because they cause us so much grief. We need to become aware of why these things work against us, right? So if now is the only time you have, and you happen to be in this physical avatar, should you not honor the beauty of this creation that affords you to have physical life? I think so. And I'm taking preventative care in honoring my body and speaking kindly and lovingly to my body and respecting it and give it all this appreciation. Feeling all of this appreciation for the fact that I can walk without pain, and that I attribute to borax. I started taking borax almost 7 years ago, and it's been a life changer for me. So I am thankful. I experience very little pain, very rarely pain in my body now, and we have a good relationship. I have a good relationship with my body. And I listen to it, I ask it what it needs, and it usually tells me what it needs and what it wants. And we're good. I'm not living in that mental enmity against my body and cloak it in the label of being more spiritual. You're just more dissociated if you are more hanging out in the consciousness field, right? You got to bring that into your body, bring it into your mind, integrate it so that you can have a whole body, a holistic experience of this earth life.